Have you two got any groschen?
What do you take me for, wench?
For someone who stinks like a badger.
Look, we've had a tough couple of days, so we'd like a bit of peace and quiet, a beer, and a bite to eat.
Unless you want to share a bowl of gruel, you're going to need more coin than this.
Just bring the best you have, and we'll settle later.
As the gentleman wishes.
Well, she's not far off. We look like a couple of beggars, and we stink even worse.
What the fuck was all that at the gate? You try to talk to them and get shit poured on your head.
Different lands, different customs.
God's holy britches.
Well, I expect they've had trouble with beggars at the castle, so they act without thinking.
Oh, really? I'd never have figured that out. I'd rather hear some cunning plan how to get out of this shit. Huh?
The first thing we have to do is get ourselves into decent shape. Have a good scrub, get some better clothes. Then they might believe we're actually messengers.
That's all very well, except we can't even pay our bill here. Never mind a visit to the baths and the tailor.
Taking their time again.
So we'll earn some.
Earn?
I'm not afraid of work. And we're gonna need every groschen we can get.
And how long will it take for you to earn a few groschen? And where will you find a decent tailor? Before we get ourselves sorted out, Sigismund will be sitting on the throne in Prague.
So what do you suggest? Going back to Ratai?
To Ratai? You just don't get it, do you? We can't go crawling back like this. We'd be a laughing stock.
I suppose you're right. We'd be taken for total idiots.
Well, you could shrug that off. But me, we've got no message, no coin, nothing but our ragged arses.
Chin up. We'll sort it out somehow, and everything will be fine again.
Nothing will be fine, my friend. I'll tell you 4 reasons why. Oates, Tankard, Conrad, and Nicholas. Instead of sitting here with us, having a chat and a laugh, they're just food for crows in some godforsaken hole.
Was ist denn los? Ein Bier bitte.
It's not your fault they died. Don't blame yourself.
We have to take care of their bodies at least. They were good Christians, even though it didn't always seem that way.
We'll keep the promise we made at Pagenes. The best way to honour their memory is to finish our mission. We'll get inside the castle. You'll see. We'll avenge our lads and go back to Ratai with our heads held high. I promise you that.
Audentes fortuna juvat.
Audentes fortuna juvat.
Food. About bloody time.
Here we are. Gentlemen.
What is this stuff?
Hey, there's meat in that. And there's more than you gave me coin for. When you're finished, report for work.
Cheers.
What is it?
What's that woman from the pond?
Or the one you gave us away for?
I bear that witch. Wench!
What I tell you? What are you waiting for? She can vouch for who we are. Go to her.
God be with you. A full pitcher of wine, please.
My word, that's a picture and a half. I ain't seen you here before. Who sent you? Not them nomad vagabonds, I hope.
Don't worry. I've come from the castle. I'm Catherine, and I've got the lovely job of keeping the soldiers' throats wet.
Ah, that's another matter then. Oh my. Ugh. Can you smell that too?
Oof. It stinks like something died here. Jesus, fella. That's a bit much.
Hey, youngster, if you want to go around mixing with my guests here, go and wash the stench off yourself at the trough first. Stinking up my establishment.
I thought we divided up
Talk
fairly.
about your
But that
capital.
toe rag only
Oh.
gave me the innards. What do you
What was
expect?
that?
That is wounded.
Oh, hi.
Come on.
Poor Captain Thomas might
Everyone
never
knows
get
about
back on
him.
his feet.
Don't name names.
Him and his men were attacked by
Have
bandits.
ears.
Most of them are dead.
And
Jesus
Betty most of
Christ.
all.
Lord von Berghoff is beside himself and won't allow his soldiers out the castle.
Aha! So
It's
that's
just
why
that
they
my old
sent you
woman
for the
don't
wine.
know what to do with.
Wait a moment.
Want a recipe from mine?
I'll be right back.
Her stewed lights are delicious.
That's not a bad idea, actually. Let's hear it. Right now. Doesn't half taste good today.
Nicely settled. Cold. Straight from your cellar.
Not like that warm swill we had last time. Getting a mug of piss after a whole day out in the field. It was all I could do not to...
Sorry to bother you, but I've seen you before.
Oh, eh? I don't remember. Hold on. Are you the boy that cleans the pit under the castle shitting hole?
You were attacked by those bandits.
What bandits? What are you on about?
You were attacked at the pond. You, some other women, and so were we, as it happens.
I have no idea what you're on about. I work at the castle, and I wasn't at any pond.
You know I'm not one for wine.
You know very well what I'm talking about.
I can't wait.
I saved your life.
Are you drunk? Get out of my sight!
Here's your wine. Is this vagabond bothering you?
I can handle the likes of him myself. Thanks for the wine. Bye.
Please, I don't know what's up with you, but I know you were there. I need your help. You owe me that much. But we need to get to von Berghoff, and you're the only one who can confirm who we are.
You can't get into the castle. And even if you could, that was the king's messenger. Von Berghoff is getting ready to ride out.
Shit.
If you want to speak to him, the best place would be Samin's wedding. He'll be there. For sure.
No, wait.
And don't ever lay your hands on me again!
What are you gaping at? Have you nothing better to do?
Health, lads. That's the most important thing. Enjoy yours while you've still got it.
Why are you standing here like a pillar of salt? Are you ready?
It ain't what it used to be. My knees and back have given me jip.
Me too. But I know the best thing for it.
Always ready.
Glad to hear it. You pair ordered a lot more than you paid for, so you work your debt off, like I said.
Then lean forward
All right. What do you want us to do?
Over there by the gate, there's a cart with sacks of flour from the mill. My old man was meant to take them into the house. But as soon as he got a sniff of work, he vanished into thin air. The second door in there leads to the pantry. That's where I need you to haul the sacks. You have to lay each sack on the planks, so they don't touch the damp floor and go mouldy. If you just chuck it on the floor in the corner, it'll spoil. So do it properly. 2 men can finish the work in a jiffy, and then we'll be quits.
All right, we'll do it. Carrying a few sacks won't kill us. For sure, it's less daunting work than fighting bandits in the woods.
Aye, it's terrible about them bandits. We never had nothing like that here before. Like it or not, you can't pay what you owe me, so I'm putting you to work. Is that clear?
All right, we'll do it.
Glad to hear it. I can see you ain't stuck up like your mate. Where are you actually from, if you don't mind me asking?
Ratai.
Ratai. Ratai. That rings a bell. I ain't been further than the back off me whole life, but I know this place inside and out.
What's life like here?
Better now that you and your pal have finally had a wash. Truth to tell, it used to be better. The war might be far away, but more and more young lads are going away to fight. But then there's a shortage of folk to do the work around here, and that's a big problem.
Is von Berghoff recruiting men-at-arms?
No, von Berghoff ain't got nothing to do with that. They go of their own free will. They're fed up of ordinary work, so they try their luck elsewhere. It don't occur to them they might not come back. They just see easy earnings. Then the old folks have to do their work in the fields.
Where can I find work around these parts?
First, you gotta carry them sacks for me, so don't bother looking anywhere else yet. But otherwise, you can find work anywhere. You just need to keep your eyes open and not be afraid to ask. Try Radovan the smith for one. He's a bit odd, but he'll pay decently for a helping hand. Come to mention it, he's sat just round the corner there, if you want to ask him about it. And that fella next to him is Miller Crazel. He needs helpers now and then. But watch out for him. You know what they say about Millers.
I've heard things, all right.
Well then, be careful.
Is this the only tavern here?
In Troskovitz it is.
You must be doing pretty well then, eh?
I'd be doing a lot better if everyone paid their bills.
I heard some talk about some wedding being planned here.
Ah, nobody's talking about nothing else. Young Lord Samin is marrying Agnes, the daughter of Thrush, our Troskovitz bailiff. And it's going to be a grand affair. When rich folks get married, that's a feast that's a lot different from when some tanner gets hitched to a bat-house wench.
Will Lord von Berghoff be at the wedding?
How should I know what his lordship's plans are? But most likely he will be. Samin is his vassal.
Who is this Samin?
Can't you tell by the name? The Lord of Samin. The fort and the village belong to him. Old Jan Samin is the head of the family. And his son's called Olda. And it's him who's getting itched. There used to be a rich family. Their glory's faded a bit, but they still have some clout.
Where's the wedding going to be?
At Samin, of course. I expect old Sir Jan and our bailiff will try to outdo each other in showing off their wealth.
Could I get to the wedding somehow?
I don't know about that, lad. It's for invited guests only.
It seems that's really our only chance.
What's that?
Oh, nothing.
If you want to find out more, there's a couple of invited guests having an ale over there. Young Svaja there. He's the bride's brother. He can be a bit of a pain, but he's a good lad at heart.
Where do you want the sacks moved to?
To the pantry. That's the second door inside there. But I'd split the work with your pal if I was you, so you don't do yourself a mischief. It's his debt too, ain't it?
I'll go and discuss it with my friend then.
And careful with them sacks. I don't want you ripping them or anything like that. Aye, coming right up.
Oh, I feel a bit sick.
Hey, where's that beer?
Where's the pantry?
Second door inside the tavern. You can't miss it.
I'll go and start with those sacks.
Nice and steady, so you don't do your back in.
Dealer, would you like
Hallo, schenk mir jetzt. Ich habe
a
Hunger.
cup, of course? Who else?
Greetings to you.
Likewise, lad.
I haven't seen you here before. Where are you from?
I'll take her to the butcher.
Well, I'm not from around here. I'm just an ordinary tradesman who minds his own business.
An ordinary tradesman, you say?
I find that hard to believe. Me and Crazel have had our eye on you for a while now.
You look like beggars, but you talk like learned fellows. You two are an odd pair, all right.
Do me a favour. It's obvious they're two hard-up students, or apprentices. What do they call you, lad? Ain't got a name, eh?
That pal of his called him Henry.
So, Henry, what was it you were after?
Since you've joined us.
I heard there's going to be a big wedding in these parts. What do you know about it?
That's right. A big affair in Samin.
Everyone wants to go.
And anyone who's not invited is trying to worm their way in somehow. Not me, though. I couldn't give a toss.
Because you weren't invited, eh?
Of course I was invited. But what do I care about young Samin and the bailiff's lass? We're all just playthings in God's hands. One day, our earthly bonds will vanish in time, like smoke.
Trying to sound clever again, are you, Crazel?
All I'm saying is that these petty affairs of men leave me cold.
Sod that, it's going to be big. Even Lord von Burgo himself is going to be at the wedding. And he hardly ever shows his face in public.
Would it be possible to get to von Berghoff, even though he keeps his distance from people?
I don't know. He's either locked away in his castle or travelling somewhere. And he's powerful and important. So the only chance of meeting him is at the wedding. At least for us who are invited.
And everybody will want something from him. He'll be dancing for joy, I can tell you.
Could someone get to the wedding without an invitation?
Someone? You mean? Forget it, looking like that.
Well, I think it might be possible, using certain methods. The play of light and shadow, a cloak as black as night.
What are you going on about? More Miller's witchery?
All right. I won't say another word.
Semin's bound to keep a damn close eye on his big day. So you won't get in without an invitation.
So, how can I get to the wedding?
The best thing would be to find a job that we needed there.
All right. There's always lots of hands needed at a wedding. As the hours pass and the guests raise their goblets, they'll lower their guard.
I'm looking for work.
And what can you do?
I can do a lot of things. But mainly, I'm a blacksmith.
Bugger me. A blacksmith, you say? That makes two of us. And my apprentices have just vanished along with my goods, the bastards, when I'm swamped with work. If you're not talking shit and you can wield a hammer, we'll shake on it. And if you prove your worth, I'll even take you to that wedding.
Why would you work at a forge? Come and work for me at the mill. It's a cleaner job, and easier. And I can get you to that wedding too.
Leave it out, you rogue. I asked him first.
Interesting offers. I'll have a think about it.
Don't leave it too fucking long, or it might be too late.
If you're after more than just brute force and fire, you'll find me in Lower Samine.
And me in Takov.
I haven't been here before, and I'd like to learn something about this region.
What's there to say? It's not a bad place to live.
It's usually peaceful, thank God. I don't like too much excitement.
You've got good reason to hide, I reckon.
That's enough of your mudslinging. It's actually good to live in an estate where the Lord's away most of the time.
That's true. Just a couple of villages, rocks, fields, not even a church worth the name, in fact. That's despite Otto van Burgo being one of the kingdom's most powerful nobles. The darkest place is under the candlestick, as they say.
When his lordship isn't in these parts, his chamberlain stands in for him. Ulrich von Schomburg's his name.
Yeah, I saw him on the gate tower when he sent us packing like beggars.
Aye, he's a right haughty bastard. On the other hand, he can be negotiated with.
If you can get to him.
I've got to be going.
Wait, there's something else I want to ask. What's your story? Are you students? Apprentices?
You ain't, are you? You look too scruffy.
We're messengers who were supposed to deliver a letter to Sir Otto von Berghoff. We set up camp down by the pond, and in the evening we were attacked by bandits. They slaughtered our men. It was only through luck that we saved our skins. We lost everything, even the letter. So they wouldn't let us into the castle.
Can't say I'm surprised. I'd send you packing myself. But it's true, there's bandits marauding in these parts. They're getting bolder and bolder. Even attacked a patrol from the castle recently.
Aye, these are evil times. Nothing never happened like that in King Charles's day.
Farewell then, Henry.
Farewell.
The clearer it is to me that...
I talked to that woman from the pond.
So I noticed, and you took your time coming back to me. It didn't look like she was too pleased to see you, though.
The main thing is, she denied ever being at the pond.
It's definitely her, though. You don't forget a figure like hers.
I got the feeling she didn't want to talk about it for some reason. I did get something out of her, though.
What? Don't keep me in suspense.
Von Berghoff is about to leave the castle.
Sacre! If he pledges to Sigismund before we can get to him, everything's fucked.
Calm down, let me finish. There's also going to be a big wedding in the region. Young Sir Older, the son of a respected nobleman from nearby Samine Fort, is marrying Agnes, the daughter of Thrush, the local bailiff. It's the talk of the town. Invitation only, it seems. But getting to the wedding isn't as impossible as it might seem. There'll be lots of jobs to do for it. So we could get there as help for the blacksmith, or miller, and maybe someone else.
Why should some wedding in a shithole near Trotsky be of any interest to us?
Because it looks like von Berghoff will be there.
Oh, that's fantastic news, Henry. So all we have to do is get on the guest list. And that shouldn't be a problem because you've got a cunning plan, right?
Like I said, there's going to be a lot of work involved in a wedding like that. That's our chance.
Work. Well, if you want. But how will you get me to the wedding?
Well, I thought we could both get jobs there.
I'm sure there are other options.
There's something else we have to sort out first. I spoke to the innkeeper.
I noticed that too.
And we can work off our debt. All we have to do is carry a few sacks of flour from that cart to the pantry. If we both do it, we'll be finished in no time.
Lug sacks? Are you yanking my noble pizzle?
I'm serious.
I can't work. I'm a noble. What if someone saw me?
It'll be done in a jiffy. Don't worry.
That's not the point, Henry. People will remember my face, and when everything's cleared up, Word will get around that I lugged sacks here like some beggar, as if the disgrace at the gate wasn't enough. Ugh!
Look, we're not in any position to pick and choose. So if you want to somehow scrape your way out of this mess, you better forget your airs and graces and make some effort. A bit of honest work won't kill you.
Henry, haven't you ever heard of the 3 states of man?
Would that be some aristocratic excuse?
Not so fast. It's God's law. Oratoris, the priests who pray for us. Laboratoris, the plebs who shovel shit and pay taxes. And Bellatoris, the warriors who protect the ones on their knees or in the fields. Now, which am I? So if you find me a sword, I can get to work. But wield a pitchfork or carry sacks? That's against God and nature.
So, which do I belong to?
Good question. Before I'd have said you were a peasant, but it turned out that you're a noble's bastard. And you're pretty handy with a sword. And you've even been in a monastery.
I'd rather forget about that.
You're a bit of everything. But if you get your hands dirty with labour, it wouldn't be such an offence against divine order as in my case. Pure blood, noble status and that. In short, be so kind as to get to work. I promise I'll make it up to you.
Are you really not going to help me? It's just a couple of sacks.
Come now, Henry. What did I tell you about Bellatoris and the natural order of the world? I simply cannot carry sacks.
I'm afraid there's nothing else for it if we're to ever get out of this place. So, Lord or no Lord, the sacks are waiting.
Let them wait. Sacks are good at it. It's not long since I had to drag one sack through the night, and if I hadn't, that sack wouldn't be here now. So I think I've done my fair share. I mean it, Henry. Stop trying to push me.
Suit yourself, then. So, you simply aren't going to work?
It's not appropriate.
Right. I'll get to work. Alone.
Well, if it makes you feel better, I'll scratch your back later.
How? By giving me a large estate?
That too, of course. Maybe 2 estates. But above all, once we're out of the worst, I'll help you find your dog. As soon as we have at least some gear, we'll head into the forest and find Mutt in a trice. Although, if you think about the 3 states of man, looking for lost dogs is more like a huntsman's work. But let's pay no mind to that.
How generous of you, Lord Capon.
I know, my dear Henry. Such is my nature.
It happens. Just watch where you're going next time.
Deep breath. We'll talk about it later.
I'd like...
It's like I'm invisible or something. If you ain't here to carry, clear off.
Oof! That isn't half heavy.
I was wondering if you'd lend me your bullock when it's time to sow winter grains.
I need to plough too, you know.
What if you lent me the bullock on Lord's Day? You're not going to plow on Sunday, are you?
And I
Go and see the priest. If he says it's all right, I'll be happy to help you, friend.
A large beer for me.
Taking the time again.
You know what? I've had enough of your bullocks. Sit down and shut your mouth, or I'll shut it for you. Just try it, worm. Just try. Vagabond.
God rest his
Yes,
soul.
you did.
But get this.
I never heard
Milaboshka
of
says he
Perkstein
was in the
in all
water at
my
least a
years.
week. Judging by the state of his body.
You're just a village yokel.
Somebody did him in
dare
and
you.
chucked him into the water.
I'm the son of Bailiff. What did you say? Say it again. It was their own fault.
What do you mean? They attacked themselves? What the fuck are you trying to say?
Everyone knows it's dangerous around Trotsky. Making camp in such an unprotected place is suicide.
Where else were they supposed to make camp, smart-ass?
Somewhere in the rocks, maybe. Not out in the open by the pond. Only a fool would do that.
But calm down, both of you.
I'm perfectly calm. It's your chum here who's ranting and raving.
Pack it in, Henry. There's no point in arguing with this yokel who fancies himself as a military strategist.
I don't believe a word you're saying. A weed like you surviving a fight against bandits even von Berghoff himself has trouble with?
Believe what you like, but I'm telling the truth. And in fact, I'm willing to overlook all your insults if you apologize right now. And invite me to that wedding.
Did you hear what that lying nobody wants?
I am Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein, and I demand your immediate apology.
I am Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein. Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein. You're starting to bore me. You and your silly made-up name.
No apology, then. It looks like I'm going to have to teach you a lesson.
Oh, I'm so scared.
Didn't you hear? Apologise to him.
Oh no! Reinforcements! I'm so scared! Take your numbskull friend and get out of our village. Right now!
I give you a chance to apologize, and you keep insulting me? Get ready to pick up your broken teeth with broken fingers.
Oh, I'd like to see that. Come on, then.
You scum!
Bricht deine Gebete,
It was
Arschloch!
him.
Surround him!
Why did you do that?
Slice him up.
Hey! Get him!
Go fuck yourself!
Fucking hell!
Show your stuff.
Good! Now we'll have your scum!
Slice him up!
Fucking hell!
Kill him! Stayed out of it!
This one's mine.
Nice strike! Right on the money! Fucking scumbag!
Now you're
Get
finished.
him!
Unbelievable!
Good!
Corva!
Ah!
Come on then!
Yeah! Don't spare it!
You want to try me? Won't end well for you.
Slice him up!
Yeah, don't spare him.
Why'd he do
You're
it? No match for us, fucker!
To the box with him. And us? Yeah, don't spare him.
Shame on you!
Oh, beat.
Come on, you worm! Let's get it over with! This won't end well for you.
Slice him up. You'll never...
Yeah! Don't spare it! Get the fuck!
Show what you're made of.
I'll beat you.
Take that fucker out, damn it!
Oh, fucker.
What the hell is going on here? Grab them vagabonds!
Bastards! This will cost you dearly. Keep your mouth shut and don't make it worse. What? You behave like a spoilt brat. How dare you speak... You know, if you just shut up and done some work, we'd have coin by now and be on our way to the castle, but no, not his lordship.
You've got a nerve. If you hadn't have played the hero, we'd have been there long since and I wouldn't have had to get you out of that mess.
Oh yeah, because this isn't a mess, is it? Fuck off!
Shut up! Or you'll get a whipping too.
Just who the hell do you think you are?
I'm the only one of us with any sense. I'm not the one who acts like a spoiled child.
Spoiled child? You're in danger of crossing the line, Henry. Better keep your mouth shut. I shouldn't have brought you along.
Well, that's something we can agree on. I could have been sitting in the mill instead of rotting in these stocks.
And whose fault is that?
I don't fucking believe it. You're really going to blame me for it? It was you who caused the brawl. Ah, what an idiot I was to stand up for you.
And what good did it do? Fuck all! If it hadn't been for me, we wouldn't have even been in that tavern. We've been in the shit right from the start because you had to play at being the knight in shining underwear, saving damsels in distress.
I don't believe it. You're trying to put the blame on me? Just like that?
Who else is to blame? You're just a simple peasant who has no idea how the world works.
Oh, and our little prince knows all about it, doesn't he? You only left your uncle's a week ago. All you've known up to now is a tavern on Rat-Eye Green.
Now you've gone too far. I've had it up to here with you. With you and your pontificating. You were supposed to make sure nothing went wrong. And how did that turn out? It was me who had to save your life. You're fucking useless. You couldn't even keep an eye on your own mutt.
Oh, that's enough. This isn't getting us anywhere. I understand you're downcast after all that happened to us. And I understand you need to take it out on someone. I can take it. But we shouldn't forget we have a job to do. And do it we must. Together.
That's exactly what I'm doubting. Everything goes to shit when you're by my side.
You don't really mean that. Calm down.
I'm perfectly calm. That's it. My life went to shit from the first moment I met you. And I've only just realised it. You're like a ball and chain. And I'd have bagged that wild boar too if it weren't for you.
Well...
And none of the rest would have happened. I wouldn't have been showered in shit.
Oh, come on, Capon.
Don't you cape on me. Not another word. I'll have to consider what to do next.
Right, ladies. Time to go home. But I swear to Christ, if I catch you again, I'm gonna skin you both alive.
Isn't that?
Otto.
Hey! Go!
Oh, shit. Right, where were we? Go on, get out of my sight. What are we gonna do?
You can do as you like. You can go and carry sacks or dig latrines. I'll look after myself. I'll go and see Lord von Berghoff at the wedding. I bid you farewell.
Alright. Yeah. If I were in your shoes, I'd be glad to be rid of the good for nothing, eh? Yeah. Alright, off you go.
I suppose I really do need to find some job. I'll find muck without you, you stuck-up lord of Perkstein.
Henry?
Hey, did you forget your clothes somewhere?
Hey, over here. Well, come
Thanks for
on.
pointing that out.
I don't bite.
I was just changing.
Do you have anywhere to go? Somewhere to sleep?
What do you want from me?
I don't want anything from you. I should actually be thanking you.
Uh-huh. For what?
I've been begging for alms here for days, but I didn't make any real coin till today. And that's thanks to you. The scene you made brought out nearly all of Troskowitz.
You're welcome. At least it was good for something.
Oh well, not many people can make such a strong first impression. But look on the bright side. Now things can only get better.
Yes, you're probably right. It doesn't get much worse than that. Unless somebody tries to kill me. Again.
You're still alive in one piece. It's a new day and the sun is shining. Like Tomcat always says, bruises build character.
Hey, you. What's your name, anyway? What do you do?
I'm Bara. Just Bara.
Looks like you know your way around here pretty good. You're from here, right?
I ain't. I'm just passing through.
You're something like a wanderer.
Nah, I usually find work with someone, stay for a while, and once I save a bit, I move on.
Then why are you begging here?
Sometimes I collect herbs for the apothecary, or help in the tavern. But I'd like to go somewhere else, so I'm scraping up whatever I can. But on the whole, you could say I'm a traveller, or a nomad. But don't say it too loud, the locals don't take kindly to them.
Why?
Because they're different, and it scares people. They travel from place to place and take their home with them.
I'd like to see what their homes look like.
You can go and see them, just don't stare too long.
Why exactly are you helping me?
Why? Why? Because you look like you need it. I've been in the ship plenty of times, and I know how appreciated a helping hand is in times like that.
Do you know anything more about Tomcat?
They say he's a master swordsman, but a real joker too. He loves showing off to girls.
How does he show off for the girls?
With his muscles. He ricks logs with his hands. He even let himself be run over by a loaded hay wagon. Crazy. But to be fair to him, he sometimes helps people. Stanislav's sheep fell into a pit one time.
And Tomcat pulled it out?
And, not just that, he crawled down to get it. And when he found the poor thing had a broken leg, he carried it on his back all the way home.
Do you think Tomcat might teach me a few of his tricks?
No offence, but compared to him, you're a bit of a lightweight.
I don't want to pull wagons, but if he can handle a weapon, I'd be happy to train a little with him.
Well, one of the guards tried to take him on and came back whipped like a dog, moaning like he'd been broken in two.
Well, sure. If he's that strong, I'm not surprised.
More like some trick he's got that our watch doesn't know. Or at least that's what the poor man said.
Where might I run into Tomcat?
In the camp by the tower. That is, by Rock Tower Pond. He watches the camp for the nomads.
Should I watch out for them?
No, I don't think so. They mind their own business, but strangers usually mean trouble for them, so they're careful. Try not to stare too hard and hold your tongue, otherwise Tomcat will show you some of his other skills.
Oh well, it was nice to meet you, but I should probably get going. Get a job, and so on.
Don't worry, you'll manage. Till we meet again.
Did you hear about what happened at the big wheel?
At the mill?
than Wenceslas ever was. I hear he's settled in Kuttenberg, and they can't praise him high enough in the city. He kicked out all the dishonest officials and got rid of all the murderers and thieves. And they say they now mine silver so far, they've started paving the streets with it. That would never happen under Wenceslas, I tell you. He didn't look after the kingdom at all. We should all thank God he's finally sent us a good ruler. Just as good as his father, Charles.
What is it you
What's
need?
that I hear? So it's you.
Good day.
So, I went to see my brother and talk about the inheritance, but your father's still alive, is he? Aye, but he drools all over himself. He gets this feeling that his time's nearly up. Doesn't get it off nearly all the time. And he's always threatening to leave everything to the church if I don't do this. Aye, once old folks start to get all soft in the head. Exactly. Let me tell you, I'd rather die poor but young than to go through that.
Sharp as a razor.
Greetings to you.
Ave Maria.
seen Pavlena anywhere, Henry?
Has something happened?
My daughter, Pavlena. Remember her? She was here when I was healing you two.
I remember her. What's wrong with her?
She's missing. It's not like her to be wandering around like that. She goes to Troskovitz to sell baskets, but she knows I can't manage on my own, so she never stays away for long. These old eyes of mine can't see nothing much. Pavlena has to take care of me. She's a good girl, that lass of mine. I'm very worried about her. You understand? What if something's happened to her? God forbid. I can't look for her myself, but you could. I know I'm asking a lot of you, but I've no one else to turn to.
All right, good wife. I'll try to find Pavlena for you.
Thank you, Henry. If I was you, I'd ask in Troskovitz. That's where she was heading last time I saw her. And if she arrived, someone must have seen her. And you can look in the hut in her place in the loft. She keeps her things there. My old legs ain't up to climbing stairs, but you might find some clues there.
So, Pavlena, what have you left for me? She's got unfinished work here. Like she got up and went straight out. Hey, this is a boy's cap. Does Pavlena wear it? Or did someone leave it here? I had a look in Pavlena's place in the loft.
And? Did you find anything?
I found a cap there. A man's cap. I don't suppose Pavlena would wear something like that.
You're saying she had some young man here? I'd surely have noticed.
I don't know, good wife. I'm just saying what I found.
Could she have found herself a beau in Troskovitz?
She's got unfinished work there. She weaves baskets.
Aye, she usually has a few on the go. But she took them to the market in Troskovitz. We've got nothing here but what we make ourselves, or find in the woods. Pavlena weaves baskets very nicely. Folk buy them from her. It was good to see you, my friend.
What the fuck is this supposed to mean?
What's that? Hey, lad! What do you want? Good to see you, lad.
Really? It seems to me I'm in your way.
Ha! Not at all. That poor fella didn't have anything interesting on him. But you might.
I'm almost as poor as that dead man there. I was just robbed of everything I had.
Well, that's some bad luck, losing everything twice in a row like that. So, what'll it be?
Why do you think that poor wretch is lying there? He was a friend. They robbed us both, but I managed to save myself.
Really? It just so happens I know him. He was a local, unlike you. So I reckon you're lying.
We didn't know each other very long. But with God as my witness, I'm telling the truth.
Enough! Either you hand your things over to me, or I'll take them myself. Fuck you, whoreson!
There's something lying over there. I hope it's not mutt. Oh, a nice bit of venison, and something took a good bite of it. Could mutt have been here? Dead, and robbed of everything, just like Capon left him. And there's no trace of Mutt. Mutt's nowhere around. Someone must have taken him in. It's not far to the herb woman's place. Maybe I should ask her whether she's seen him.
Gai just more.
Greetings.
God be with you.
Hey, what have I... Tam ište som palikeral. Oh, it is you, Charges.
What are you talking about?
You are that chavo from my dream, Jalas Mangesuno. You came to me, the Eterno Gajo, friend of the Roma with clear eyes, the one who has suffered much. A stranger to take on the task that shall unite our familia once again, or divide us forever.
What? What's a chavo? What am I supposed to do?
Go and see the Voivod, he will tell you more.
How are you doing?
Laches Gajo Mishtes. What can an old woman like me do for you?
I'd like to learn a greeting in your language.
There are all kinds. But if you want to say how are you, then it is Sartukejal. And if you want something a bit less ordinary, it is Kaijazmore. But that is only said by man to man, mind you. We women say Sotavezmrichai.
Aha. And what does that mean?
It is simply asking if the other has enough to eat. This is good manners among us.
Maybe I'm wrong, but I hear you know some magic and tricks. Is that right?
Kotuke Penjal. What magic, Gajo? I am just an old woman who knows how to ward off trouble and hold on to happiness. My old mother, may she rest in peace, she knew all kinds of things.
You see, and I thought you were really, well, in short, a witch.
Not at all. Fortune-telling and spells are far cry from black magic. Black magic is a path every honest manush avoids like a plague. My power comes from God, and I use it to serve only Him and good folks.
How do you know when it's black magic?
Simple. Black magic is only used for the selfish benefit of fools who think only of themselves.
And is there another kind of magic?
Oh, Devla Miro, of course. The good kind that helps and comes from God.
And is it true? Do the spells really work?
So hincha chipen androji vipen. If you have faith, then it will work.
Seems like Aranka was telling the truth.
How do you get along with the locals?
It's always different. Sometimes the women folk could kiss my feet when I cured their pains. And sometimes they are more likely to burn me at the stake just for being different.
And what makes you nomads different?
You know, Gajo, nothing and everything. We live our lives as if each day could be the last. That is all. Try it. And you will see every sunrise like it is the first time again.
What can you tell me about your husband, the voivod?
May cholera strike him down, the scoundrel. The last thing I needed was a man like him. But I did not have any better ones at the shop.
Really?
Oh, yes. Like I always say, the best baroshero under the sun. But his stubbornness will be the end of me one day. Take care, and have a pleasant evening.
Hi, John.
Te aveți bactalo, Romea.
Ha! It's you, Gajo. Aranka's prophecy is coming true.
What? What Gajo?
You come to save our family from this disaster.
Save how? What are you talking about? Slow down and tell me what happened.
How can I slow down, Gajo, when my Shea Marika is gone? My only daughter, gone. Her empty tent is all that is left of her. If Aranka's prophecy is true, you must help me.
How can I help you?
How do you think? You must find her and bring her back.
Do you think in that forest, maybe something could have...
No, I'm sure. Do not invite evil. Such lava can come true.
So she disappeared out of the blue?
On my honor as voivod of this camp. One moment she is here, next moment gone. We search for her, but not find. Then Aranka has vision. So we wait for Gajo, who will help us. And now, waiting is over. It's written in stars and how birds fly. I know nothing of such things, but everything Aranka says is true. Will you help me? Will you help an unfortunate voivod? I will reward you, do not worry.
I'll help you.
I'm sure we'll find her.
Dear God, I know something good will happen the moment when I see you.
But hold on. You have to tell me more about Marika. Where and when did you last see her?
It has been 2 days. We even follow her tracks past her woman's hut and then on towards Apollonia.
You mean Bojana, the herbalist? She didn't advise you?
I do not know the Johanni's name, but I know she does not like nomads. She says she don't know anything, and if she know, she will not tell us. Such disrespect. Puh! Bebucht!
Voivod, I know it's hard to accept, but could your daughter have been...
No!
But...
I said no!
I just mean...
I am Voivod, and that means I'm wisest in all camp. I have letter of safe conduct from the king, guaranteeing safety and freedom for my camp. And when I know something, I know it. Tana?
Where's her tent? Maybe I can find something in there that'll help with the search.
We look through everything here. The Ceratu. Nothing.
Still, I'd at least give it a try.
Misto. But don't waste time. Marika, she sleep under a kind of oilcloth right next to Aranka's shop. She always liked the open air.
I think I know everything I need to know.
Please, find Marika and bring her back. God be with you and have a pleasant evening.
Good day to you.
Good day. Good day.
God be with you.
Matches. How'd you get out? Hail Mary.
Good evening. What do you need?
My name is Henry, and I've heard in the village that you're a renowned strongman, juggler, and moreover, skilled with a weapon. Is that true?
Depends. Why do you ask?
I'm looking for someone to help me.
What's it about?
Well, it's complicated. But the short version is, a few days ago I barely avoided the gravedigger's shovel. I thought I was done for. That's how badly beaten I was. And now, well, I'm feeling a bit unsure in combat. I'll need to regain my confidence, if you know what I mean.
Aye, that I can do. If what you say is true, I could really help you out, friend. I've been missing a good fight around here.
What would you like in return?
Oh, please. I'll do it out of sheer kindness. I don't have anything to do right now anyway. You can pay me next time.
We can start right away.
Come with me. There's an arena where we can fight at the end of the camp.
Shall we begin?
Here's a practice longsword, so we don't hurt each other. Let's see what you've got. We'll start with exchanges, and if you do well, we'll try something harder. If you're going to attack, commit to it. Don't stop after a single strike. Dish out several. Now I'm going to show you a simple technique that builds on that. You'll attack from the right, then left, then right again. Attacks follow one after the other. And you don't even have to break through your opponent's cover.
So right, left, and then right again.
Exactly. You could also do it the other way around. I'll let you have exactly 3 strikes, so you're not wasting effort just flailing around. Why didn't you follow through? Why didn't you finish? Nice! Now do it again! Beautiful! Aye, you've got the hang of it. Let's try something more difficult. I'll teach you a real technique. You start with a slash from above, then from the right, and when your opponent expects another attack from above, you do a quick sidestep and drag your blade horizontally across his belly.
So I'll start from the top, then from the right, and then...
From the left. Remember, top, right, and finally left.
All right, let's give it a try.
I'll let you make 3 strikes just like before. No more. Enough! You're attacking from the wrong direction. Why didn't you follow through? Wrong. Again. And this time from the right direction. Don't pause. Enough! You're attacking from the wrong direction. Where are you attacking from? Try again. Why didn't you finish? Enough! You're attacking from the wrong direction. That's that, then. You don't even have to use a longsword for this technique. It'll work with any other weapon.
That'll come in handy.
And one more piece of advice. Any attack can start with this or that technique. Look, if I attack from the right, your riposte will come from above. And that's the first step of this technique. Think about it.
What about other techniques?
I'll teach you even more if you want. But it won't be as cheap. And you'll also have to know a thing or two first. If you prove yourself to me, I'll teach you the best technique of all, Meisterhau, also known as the Master Strike.
How about someone else?
I'm sure I'm not the only swordsman around who could teach you something.
How could I prove myself to you so that you'll teach me the Master Strike?
You'll have to defeat me in a sword fight, because this technique only works for swords.
So all I have to do is challenge you?
That's right!
I'll challenge you to a duel then.
Ha! I've barely taught you anything and you're already getting cocky. But very well. At least I'll demonstrate the difference between us. Sorry, lad, but it's too soon for me to teach you the Master Strike.
Let me try it again.
Nonsense. If you can't defeat me fresh, you won't defeat me all bloodied up.
I understand.
Come back when you're feeling better.
Oj, devla, zokeres, evo da hek.
Kurva! What are you snooping around here for? Do you want me to report you for breaking and entering? Either you pay up, or I'm calling the guards.
I admit I was not on my best behavior. I swear on my honor that it won't happen again.
All right. No doubt it'll come in handy one day to be in your good books. So run along. But don't try anything like that again.
Excuse me.
Ah, it looks like...